What's up guys, this is Brad from Brickstar here and I am back with yet another video, and today this one is a little different. So this one is not a review video today, this is actually talking about the leaks that are out today. So there are actually a few leaks out today of the new Marvel sets coming this summer, and of course, as everyone knows by now, I love the Lego Marvel sets. That is my journey to getting them all. So these are a few sort of on my list now that I'm looking at getting obviously this summer. And these leaks are kind of pretty insane. These sets are insane if they're true. Obviously, there is a chance they're not real, and there's always the chance with leaks that people are just trying to get people's attention. But sometimes they're usually correct with with Lego leaks, and these look insane. So first we have 76286, which is going to be a 10th anniversary special of the Milano. So I assume this is the original Milano. Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy came out in 2014. It's now 2024. It's 10 years since that film came out, which is insane. It's going to be a new version of that, and that will retail for $170 in the US. So I feel around maybe 150 in the UK, £150 in the UK, or maybe more, like 180. I'm not sure. That is a pretty pricey one, but if it's a massive ship, I'm not too bothered. If it's definitely an update, which is great anyway. I've still not got the original from the original line of Guardian sets, so that would be really cool to have anyway. The next one is 76287, which is Iron Legion versus Ultron bots, which is $15 in the US, which will usually mean around 11-12.99 in the UK. So that is one of the smaller sets, and I think that's really awesome, because then we're going to get the new Ultron minifigures and the Iron Legion minifigures, which is really awesome. I do believe they will recycle in these sets a lot of the minifigures from the Avengers Tower, which I don't blame them, but then it does leave the Avengers Tower minifigures no longer exclusive, but it's fine. But that is really cool that it's there's going to be a small one, and it's probably going to be an Infinity Saga one, if we're honest. All of these seem to be Infinity Saga sets. There is also 76288 for Thor Ragnarok Surtur Battle. So, oh god, I can't even think back to Thor Ragnarok. I'm currently reading the Marvel official timeline, so I'll probably get back to where Surtur was, but I don't remember where Surtur was. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, but that is meant to be $25. So that'll be around probably $31.99 in UK, if I'm honest. Something like that. The UK price is sometimes different. It's really weird. But it's great to have another Thor free set, because I loved the original line of Thor Ragnarok sets. I would love sets from Thor 1 and 2 though, as I kind of want sets from every single MCU property, even the shows, and we don't have anything really from Thor number 1 or 2. So it would have been cooler to get that, but I guess there is more to delve into with Thor 3. Then we have 76289, which is a 4+ Iron Man motorcycle, which is, again, this could be wrong, but it's meant to be $11 in the US, so I'm guessing this will be one of the $8.99 sets in the UK. And again, it's 4+, so it's probably aimed at the younger generation, but of course, if it's an Infinity Saga set, I'll be getting it. Iron Man motorcycle confuses me. I'm not sure I remember when Iron Man was on a motorcycle, if I'm honest. I don't remember. Obviously, we had the Captain America and Black Widow motorcycles set come out, and they did have motorcycles in Age of Ultron, but it wasn't like a massive thing in the films. Iron Man definitely did not have a motorcycle, so I'm kind of confused. I mean, he may have, like, in a small scene. I can't remember through the entire saga of 10 years, but, like, this was not a massive thing, so I'm not sure if this one is correct, but it is listed, so the number is listed anyway, 76289. Then we have 76290, which is Avengers Battle, which is apparently $60. So this is around, you're probably looking at around £70 in the UK or something like that. Avengers Battle is really what's the word, it doesn't elaborate on that. I mean, is that, I assume that's from the first Avengers Battle, like the Battle of New York, but maybe they call it Battle of New York. I'm not really sure. If it is from the first Avengers, that is awesome. This could equally be one of the sort of comic sets rather than one of the Infinity Saga sets. So there's the possibility of that too, but I'm all open for a battle. I mean, to get more Avengers and hopefully new iterations of the minifigures would be really awesome. Then we have 76291, Avengers Age of Ultron Final Battle. So this one, of course, is definitely from a film, and I think it's great to get another Age of Ultron set. We had tons in the line previously, but to get the Final Battle finally would be awesome. This also opens the opportunity for another Quicksilver minifigure, which we only ever have one of, which is exclusive at the moment, and I still haven't got that set. That's one of my really sought after sets, but this is a really awesome way of getting him, I guess. I'm assuming he'll be in this. It's the Age of Ultron Final Battle, and he had a massive part to play in that, in his sacrifice. I'm not really sure. Like, if we didn't, that would be really bad on Lego's part, in my opinion. That's meant to be $110, so that's looking around maybe 130 here in the UK. Then we have 76293, which is the advent calendar, which is expected. It's $45 in the US. It's usually $29.99 in the UK. As I said, the prices don't always match up with the US and with Canada's prices and Australia's prices, etc. The UK prices are usually different for some reason. The cost of living here is different, etc. Like, I don't want to get into that. But the advent calendar is expected. It's expected to be an Infinity Saga set advent calendar, I think. It was a Guardian of the Galaxy holiday special one year, then it was Infinity Saga this year. I'm assuming it'll be Infinity Saga again this year. I don't think there will be anything to sort of any TV show or film to base it on anyway. I mean, they could go that way. Maybe they could base it on one of the Avengers films. I don't know. That would be kind of cool. That would be like if they based it on Age of Ultron, if they based it on Infinity War, etc. Based it on Endgame would be really cool because the Endgame sets are just honestly awful. Like, they are just not good. Like, the minifigures they're practically, the sets are just there to give us the minifigures, like the new suits. The sets themselves never, I think some of them didn't even happen in the film, or they're very loosely based, which is of course understandable considering Marvel was so tight on like what they would give out as information for Endgame. So of course Lego didn't get any really valuable info to make great sets, which is not Lego's fault. But I think an Avengers Endgame advent calendar would be sick. Then we have 76295, which is the Helicarrier Midi-Scale, which is 18 plus and is meant to be $60. So I'm thinking around, it could be like $59.99 here in the UK. I just feel like a Helicarrier, that is a really reasonable price, and it's an 18 plus set. I'm thinking it's probably going to be more of a £75 set, if I'm honest. But $60 in the US, and the Helicarrier, the only other version we have is the like £429 version, which is now retired and even more expensive, which uses the tiny figures from I think it was 2016 or 2015 that release, and that was an insanely big set. I don't know if this one will have an inside. We haven't seen the inside to the Helicarrier. Usually the Helicarrier is really more, you think about the outside, obviously the top of it. But this is cool to get it in a smaller scale so that we can add it to our collection. I assume that will also be from Age of Ultron. So I think Age of Ultron are getting a few sets here, obviously with the Iron Legion, the Final Battle, and now the Helicarrier. They're getting quite a few sets here. And then we also have 76296 Potted Groot, which is also $60. I feel like this will be like $44.99 in the UK, the same as like the normal Groot here, the buildable Groot. I feel like that will be a similar vibe. This will be probably come with a small minifigure like the buildable Rocket as well. But Potted Groot sounds awesome. I mean, I'm looking to get the buildable Groot, and then Potted Groot will be great. A great add to the collection. I've already got Grogu, then I'm going to get Potted Groot and buildable Groot and probably buildable Rocket. That would be really awesome. One thing to note here is that 76292 and 76294 are missing, but that's not too abnormal for Lego. Sometimes those are just from a different theme, if I'm honest. Like, Lego doesn't always follow the same numbers with their sets, but these are honestly really interesting. I think they're reasonably priced. I think the UK prices could be different, we don't know, but honestly these are reasonably priced. I mean, I think the Milano at 170, dependent on how big it is, 170 might be a lot, like $170. But I think generally, I mean, the Helicarrier being $60, that is a really reasonable price. And one thing that does make me think is the Ultron, the Age of Ultron Final Battle is $110. So is it going to be a lot bigger than the Helicarrier? I don't know. Like, I'm really excited to see the first initial pictures of these come out, because I think these are going to be really cool. This is going to be a really cool line of sets for summer 2024. So that is really exciting. So let me know what you guys think about these sets. I mean, are you guys excited? I mean, have you seen these leaks? Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all on the next video.